Good morning, my dear children. Welcome to SS Classroom. Today we will continue the chapter Federalism. In the last class, we discussed about what is federalism, what are the main features of the federalism, and what are the two routes to form a federal government. We all know that we have a written constitution, and that written constitution clearly declared that India is a union state. And as a union state, India followed the principles of federalism. The constitution also provided three-tier system of the government, which we already learned. That is the central, state, and the local. All these have separate jurisdiction and legislative powers. And here, the legislative power, which means the power to make laws. The power distribution is here between the central and the state governments. And we want to know how they are making the laws for both the central and the state government. And let us see how they prepared the laws. They mainly prepared this on the basis of some certain list. That includes union list, state list, and concurrent list. Let's see in detail. First, union list. The union list, which includes the subjects related with the national importance, like defense of the country, foreign affairs, banking, communication, currency, etc. And here, the central government has the power to make laws related with these subjects. Second one, state list. The state list, which includes the subject matters of both the state and local governments, like police, trade and commerce, agriculture and irrigation, etc. And here, the state government or the local government have the power to make laws. And the third one is concurrent list. Apart from these two, in the concurrent list, which includes both the common interest of the central as well as the state governments. The most important example is our education. The education which is included in the concurrent list. Then trade unions, marriage, etc. And here the trade unions, which means it is a group or a formation of maybe employers or employees or independent workers, and which is included in the concurrent list. And another one is there, that is called residuary list, which includes the computer softwares and terrorism. Because all these were happened after the formation of our written constitution. So it is not included in these three lists. Now proceeding further, holding together. A country divides its power between the constituent states and the national government. And here, holding together do not give equal power to its constituent units. Thus, all states in the Indian Union do not have the identical powers. Some states enjoy a special status. The best example was Jammu and Kashmir. But now it changed and it divided it into two union territories. That is one Ladakh and one Jammu and Kashmir. And other states like Chandigarh, Lakshadweep, and capital city of Delhi, these also have a little power. Being a state, they have no power like a state government because they were ruled by the central government directly. Here, look at the map. We can see the Indian Federation, which consists of 28 states and 8 union territories. Now, we may say we can make changes in the constitution, or we can change in the power sharing of the union territories or the state. But it is not possible to change the power arrangements. We have a parliament, and which includes the houses of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. If you want to take any decision of any matters of the states, first it should be passed from both the houses of parliament, that is Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, with a 2/3 majority. If we are taking any decisions related with the states, at least half of the states, half of the total states should be say yes for it. If we have 28 states, at least 14 states want to say yes for the same matter. And we have a judiciary system also to make the provisional changes. And if there is any disputes between the state or the central or the local, our judiciary system will help us with High Court or the Supreme Court. Today, we discussed about what makes India a federal country, the 3 important lists which includes union list, state list, concurrent list in detail, and more about a holding together form of government with examples of our states and union territories. Hope you all get me. Do the assignments. Thank you.